Hi, sweet friends. Laurel here. I'm not even sure what this video is going to be about. I just knew I wanted to come here and share my heart with you. I've been wanting to record something for you for a few days, so this is going to be a little bit rambly, so forgive me if I don't get to the point because I'm not sure what the point is, other than I really want to acknowledge um, how hard it is to be a human being on the planet right now. I don't necessarily mean personally. Personally, my life is good. I've got running water. I have access to food. I have a home to live in. On the surface, everything is good. But clearly, if you are a citizen of the world, you know that it is not good, that there is a tremendous amount of suffering and violence and difficulty taking place. And I think those of us who stay connected with our humanity, which is all of you and me and most of the people we love, it can make it very challenging to stay balanced in this kind of transit that we're in. So, here are my thoughts. I'm going to do an angel card reading for us using my angel deck, Earth Angels Oracle. I do want to share with you, I'm not making this into a marketing video, so don't worry, but I do have another very little product to share with you that I haven't been quite ready to announce because this doesn't feel like a great time to announce things, but I'm going to tell you about it in case you're interested. And it is related to angel cards. I'm going to share with you just a snippet about a new class I have coming up, but this isn't a marketing class for that class either. And we're going to just ramble. Oh, I might share with you a little bit about my podcast. Again, don't feel like you have to buy anything from me. Don't feel like you have to, like, this isn't about that. It's rambling. It's what I do. So let's start off with the angel cards. As I do this angel card reading for us, I just want to share with you a couple of images. This is not me pulling these intuitively from the deck, but I just love this image so much. And I love the imagery so much. There are 3 similar cards in this deck to this one, like this one. There's just something about the angel wrapping the child up in safety that really speaks to my heart, and especially at a time like this. So I share those with you, but I'm going to shuffle them back into the deck now. And I have to say how much I love Midjourney. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you'll know that I have been posting angel images I've created in Midjourney over the past 2 weeks because I don't know what else to do. So when I'm up at 3 in the morning, I'm making angels in Midjourney because it's what I can do. So angels, I'm asking that you bless this reading in service to the highest and best good of our beloveds here. Okay, put your energy into the deck, your love into the deck, and let's see where we go. And if a card like Celebrate shows up and happiness, um, let's be a little nuanced in how we read those, okay? Let's just have that agreement between us. Okay, our first card is Incubation. Okay, I'm going to come back and read this in the context of the rest of the reading, so give me a second. The process of co-creation sometimes grows quiet as energy refocuses. Now is such a time. I'm going to come back to that in a second. Our second card is, oh, isn't that sweet? This is the third card with a similar image of the angel holding the child. This is just perfect. Comfort. Your angels are bringing you soothing and comforting energy to support you. Does anybody else just want to cry with this image? I'm not going to. I'm just telling you. My emotional heart is teary right now, even if my eyes are not. All right, and let's then pull our third card. Oh, Gentleness. I love him too so much. Be kind and gentle with yourself and others. The grace of God dwells within you. Well, I will say I am so profoundly grateful for the gentleness of this reading. So incubation, comfort. and gentleness. So how do we read all three of these together? You know, I shared about this in my last video with you, but times like these, the shadow, if we can think of, I don't think of the shadow as an entity. I think of it more as a vibrational part of our spectrum. But if it was an entity, if it was the villain of a story, the shadow would would try to make you feel like you had no power and you were not important and you were not worthy, and nothing you could do could ever make a difference. It would seek to disarm you. And I think when massive events take place, it is absolutely a shock to our system. And we need time to calibrate and figure out, how am I going to show up in the world? And this doesn't mean we're going to show up as heroes and we know what to do about that specific situation. But to me, there's a call to light. There's a call to show up. What can I do? What can I do? And this again, it doesn't mean it needs to be directly about the situation, but you have this beautiful light, and the incubation card is saying there may be something incubating within you in the most beautiful of ways. How would you like to use your light in the world? Not how do you think you should, but what's calling to you. And for right now, the angels are bringing you comfort. They know the pain of what is happening to humanity, man's inhumanity to man, right? It's so the comfort's coming through, and to be really gentle with yourself. Like, this is not a time of profound productivity and Yahoo and I'm so inspired and there's so many things I can do. Listen, it's all I can do to get through my day. I don't, first of all, those of you that work traditional jobs, um, and parent and have to show up and function in 3D world right now, oh my gosh, God bless you. I'm so lucky I do this work, because in the work that I do, the angels come in. It's not all Laurel energy. It's divine energy and Laurel. So I get to draw from the light battery of source, and so I have been able to continue facilitating my classes and my sessions and that kind of work, because it's not just me, and I need to be in this energy too. So I can do that and I can compartmentalize. But when I'm on Laurel time, as Laurel, Earth Girl Laurel, everything feels hard. Just going to the grocery store, I'm exhausted and I need a nap right now because of the heaviness of life and what we're contemplating. And I think for so many of us, there has been trauma, um, inflamed as a result of everything going on. I'm not going to list it. You see the news. It's not just one thing, just so you know. It's many things at one time. So the comfort and the gentleness to be gentle with yourself, that right now you don't have to have the answers, because thank you, incubation. One of my teachers says this, and I loved Mary Hulnick. She said, there is a difference between incubation and inertia. So if you will keep in your intentional heart, God, use me. There's a beautiful song they sing at Agape Spiritual Center. It says, use me, O God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. And it's about, how can I use my life force in a way that will be meaningful and fulfilling. So incubation, comfort, and gentleness is our reading for today. It brings me comfort too, because I don't need to have all my answers. I just have to put one foot in front of the other and then take a nap. Like, I don't need to do more than that. I don't have to be productive. I don't have to be a genius. I don't have to have all the answers. I can just be a human being and show up in my confusion and my tender heart and my sweetness and my messiness and the angels, and be Laurel. So I hope that resonates for you and supports you. I promised you a little more. So, okay, tiny bit of marketing. And this is what I mean. So these are the angel cards I introduced you to. And these are the tiny angel cards. Teeny tiny angel cards. They exist. See, I told you a tiny bit of marketing. Okay, so exact same deck. Exact same deck. Same words, same images, same back, everything. It doesn't come in a box because they don't make a box this size. At least my publisher doesn't. My publisher sounds so important. The publishing company I use. So it comes with this little band on it. Okay, I'm going to take it out of the band though so you can see the cards. Hold on. It's not really that hard to do. I'm just being a klutz. Okay. Okay, so you will get all 70 cards in their teeny tiny form. And just so you know, super hard to read because the font is teeny tiny. Really hard to read, just so you know. I mean, it's clear. I just mean if I have 61-year-old eyes and, I'm kind of doing a lot of this when I try to read them, but if you're lucky, you'll have the big deck and you'll already know what they say. But these are super freaking cool because you can put them in your bag. You can give them as a stocking stuffer. See, tiny marketing. They're the tiny Earth Angels deck available from the same publisher, a little less expensive too. Okay, so that's that. Um, and okay, next thing I want to share with you, and I'll do a separate video on it, but if you are inspired by the fact that I, Laurel, were able to create angel cards, and publish them, and you're thinking, you know what? I love Laurel, and you know what though? If she could do this, I bet I could do this too. You can. And I have just announced a 6-week class where I am going to teach you how I did this. And I'm going to teach you my method, which is the super easy, I don't want to invest a lot of money, I don't want to have to do distribution myself method for creating your own angel cards or oracle cards or meditation cards or happy dog cards, whatever your card deck is going to be. Just announced that on my website already. And I guess the last thing I will tell you about is my podcast, because I don't really talk about that very much. Sleepy Bedtime Blessings. Each episode is an hour. We have about 15 to 20 minutes with the angels, which I don't know about you, but I could use more time with the angels. There's lots of that in every episode. And then we have about 40 minutes of story time where I keep you company while you rest or relax or go for your walk or go to sleep. And I just published my 200th episode, 200 hours, just so you know. If you're thinking, I'd love more angel time with Laurel, head on over, Sleepy Bedtime Blessings. It's free, totally free, free. And in my last episode, I share with you how one of the ways that I am, I was going to say coping, but maybe acting out, my way of distracting myself from the craziness of the world has been watching a lot of TikTok live streams from crystal stores in China. So I've been buying crystals, like little bitty baby crystals, little tiny crystals that make me so happy. and 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 this is what my latest episode of Sleepy Bedtime Blessings is about, where I share with you, hold on, my craziness. And if you know Yiddish, you'll know the word mashugana. My craziness about how I'm buying lots of little healing things, and I'm kind of obsessed with little hearts, little teeny tiny hearts. I don't know. I'm not eating sugar, so that's a total good report. I have not, because if anything was going to get me to go headfirst into a chocolate cake, it would be the past 2 weeks, and I have not done that, but I have bought crystals. So that's my update. We've got our reading, incubation, comfort, please and thank you. and gentleness. Do not require a lot of yourself right now, really. Just like get through the basics. Get clean clothes if you have access to clean clothes. Um, if you have a bed that has sheets, put clean sheets on every once in a while. Eat a vegetable or two, a piece of fruit if you have access to food and fresh food. Um, get a little bit of sunshine on your face if you can, and be gentle with yourself. This is really, really a difficult time to be a human being, an empathic, loving, kind, caring human being on the planet. We're in it together, though. I love you, and I'm so grateful for the gift of you and that you exist. And I'm glad to be here with you. I love you, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, honey. Thanks, honey. I just honeyed you. Oh, I love you. We'll talk soon. Bye.